Hey everybody, Matt here, and welcome back to another episode of Returning to the World of Warcraft. This is a series that's dedicated to helping out players that are just coming back to World of Warcraft after being away for an extended amount of time, or for somebody that's wanting to come back to World of Warcraft, but not really sure, if it's worth it yet, what's changed, what's different, whatever else. So this helps out with all of that. Today's episode is going to be covering the new classes and races that they've added into the game, so that if you come back and you don't want to level up your level 70, 80 character or whatever, but you want to try out one of the new characters, this is what they're going to be looking like, and what they've added in class wise, because they added in a couple of new classes that they're pretty good. Pretty good. So this is the new layout for the character customization screen. You have your obvious regular choices that have always been here. So you got your humans, your dwarves, your night elves. We all know these characters. Your gnomes. Then the Draenei, if you played in the Burning Crusade, they added in the Draenei. And then the new class for the Alliance side is the Worgen. So actually, that looks kind of cool. They chose me Death Knight, but this is the new Worgen class. So with the Worgens, whenever you're choosing your character here, you choose the human form and the werewolf form. So let's look at that real quick. So whenever you're actually customizing your character now, if you remember before, there was little arrows that went left and right, and you chose what your facial features would look like, and then you chose what your hair would look like, and you chose what your skin color would be and stuff like that. So now they have it laid out so you can see in a preview before you even click on it what it's going to look like whenever you click on it. They also have added additional hairstyles, skin colors, a whole bunch of additional little features that are actually real nice. The only real bad part is it's still a predetermined facial feature. See? Which, I mean, that's okay. It's World of Warcraft. That's what World of Warcraft's always had. So whenever you're choosing a Worgen here, you choose the Worgen wolf, and then your human form too. See? So your human form actually changes, if you look here in the background, what the Worgen will look like. So if I changed, obviously him, he'd have orange eyes, and him, he'd have like a teal colored eye, and so forth. Like I said, they've added, obviously Worgens have their own hairstyles, but for all the other ones, they've added different hairstyles and stuff. So let's go back there. For the Horde side, we got the obvious orcs, undead, tauren, trolls, the blood elves, again, if you remember from the Burning Crusades, and then the goblins. The goblins are the new short class for the Horde side, which we'll look at them for a second real quick. They all look, I really like the detail they added to it, so that they are very upscaled, I guess you could say, a little bit better resolution on the character scheme. And with them they have just the same thing as all the other races, same basic stuff. So both the Worgen and the goblins were added in during Cataclysm, and then for the Mist of Pandaria, they added the new Panda Bear race. They added new Panda Bears. Now, the way the Panda Bears are set up are actually kind of funny, because they have their own facial features and their own hairstyles and everything, but with them, their fur determined on their face is different than their actual, let's just say, skin color, everything else. Like what I don't really understand. So you have facial hair, and then you have the face features, which also change another part of the facial hair. That doesn't make much sense, but it's whatever. So this is what the new Pandarian race looks like. And here's what the females look like. They have Actually, the females look better than the males. Has the kind of emo hair looking, but looks really neat. What else we got here? Hairstyle. There we go. Yeah, I mean, they're all, everything pretty much like it was before. They just added in. The main thing was that they added a little bit with the new models on the new classes that they added in are just a little bit higher resolution now. This is what they are planning on doing to the old models in the next expansion. Will be increasing the resolution, increasing the depth on it, making it a little bit better, and then with all of the new races, we get new classes. So the Pandarians bring the monk class, which the monk class is actually pretty neat because you can play, if you play a monk, you can be DPS, healer, or a tank, which I believe the tanks are called brewmasters. The healers are, I honestly can't remember. What is it? Let's see. It's not going to tell me. Anyway, I know that the tanks are brewmasters, and then they have another stance for DPS and another stance for healing. So monks have all three. They're actually kind of, I wouldn't say overpowered, but they do heal incredibly well. And let's see, there's a couple of others. So your blood elves can be monk. Let's see what else. Trolls, Tauren, and pretty much everything but a goblin on the Horde side, and then on Alliance side it's everything but a Worgen, I believe. Yeah, everything but a Worgen and a goblin can be a monk. So you have the monks in Wrath of the Lich King. They added in the Death Knights, which are a hero class and start at level 55. The monks aren't, though. Monks start at level 1 and you progress through just like normal. But with the Death Knight class, but Pandarians can't be Death Knights. Kind of weird, but with the Death Knight class, the only thing with them is you can't unlock them until you have leveled up a character to level 55. Then you can make a Death Knight and progress forward with that. So yeah, this is pretty much it for all the new classes and races for now. But yeah, I encourage everybody to try out the new monk class. It's actually really, really good. I don't particularly care for the Panda Bear people, but I mean you can pick one of the other races, so it's not a big deal. But until the next episode.